Good morning. Try to get some of the sun out of there. Hope you're having a good day on today. Good morning. Let me set this up already so that I can have it where the chat, all messages. Can you bring that? All right. Okay. All right. Got my fresh cut. Of course, I do it myself. Good morning, everybody. Yes. I've been cutting my own hair since I had waves, or before I had waves. I do my own self-grooming. Oh, man, my video's playing in the background. I'm going to play this track back here. Some of you have heard this beat before, and it goes like this. All right, people. We live. I don't know what the heck was going on just now, but we're live. You know, I come once again to encourage everybody. Say what's up. You know, I got the fresh cut. You know what I mean? I did it. I've been doing my hair since I've been 14 years old. Now I'm 49. 14 since I've been 14. Grooming myself, cutting my own hair, doing it myself. I had to learn myself. You know what I mean? So I've been cutting my hair. You know. Man, I messed up so bad. They were like, "Yo, who cut your hair?" And I was like, "My cousin." They were like, "Tell your cousin never to touch your hair again." You do. But yeah, I'm the groomer. I'm the barber. I got tired a couple of times, tired of cutting my own hair. You know, I even got some videos I made. I said I was going to put up grooming, you know, because I think men should know how to groom themselves. You know, men should know how to change brakes. Men should know how to change oil, you know, change a tire if need be. You know, fix some things around the house. You can't do everything. What's up, everybody? We got 8 people in here. Say hello. Hello, where you from? Hello, where you from? You know, I'm in Maryland right now, off to the races on the way to work. What's up, everybody? Let me make sure that I got everything set up right. Good morning to you. Yep, I got the fresh cut. It's a lot of topics I want to talk about, but I may just touch on 2. And one is, you know, always being confident, loving yourself, staying encouraged, moving in the right direction, being straight up. Like, don't be a flake, you know, be straight up. Be straight up with people. Things will work out in the end if you are straight up with people. No, I want all messages. There we go. It wasn't set up right. Dang, I was going too fast through that freaking light. But yeah. So the first thing I want to come off and say is, you know, I've learned that you can't sit back and wait on people. You got to get out there. So you got to do your own. You got to find your way to make money. You know what I mean? At this age and this juncture in life, you really got to get out there and find your thing. Some people do Uber. Some people do Lyft. Some people do the DoorDash. I did DoorDashing for a while. You know, very inspired by DoorDash. You know, but yeah, I did DoorDash for a while. It just was not. It was not good. You know what I mean? It was not good at all. You know, one time I thought I was going to, like, I made big money, man. One week I made like $400 to $500. And then there was another week, man, I ain't make nothing but like, I would say the most I made was 60. And I was driving around burning up gas. Like at the top of the year, burning up gas. And I sat in that car and I cried. And there's some people, they be nasty to you because they think you're eating your food, but they think you're eating their food. This one guy's like, yo. And I was like, dude, why would I touch your freaking food? That violates policy. You know what I mean? But, you know, life got better. And I'm going to tell you what I did. You know, I surrendered to God. I prayed. And after praying, I told him, I was like, yo, I said, I'm thankful and grateful for everything that you've given me. I'm thankful and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities on a continuous basis. I'm thankful and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities on a continuous basis. So what it did by me stating that, what happened is, what's up? How you doing? Is it Rachlo or Rocklo? What that did is that put me in a position where I start to recognize that I have skill sets in other areas. It got me to recognize, I would shift words, put God in it here and there. I'd be like thankful and grateful now that God has given me resources in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. And I just kept, I got to get, but I listened to the wealthy guys, and they said the first thing or the first step to wealthiness is gratitude. You got to be grateful. And in your gratefulness, it puts you in a position where you start to see all of the skill sets you have and all of the ways that you can make money. And you're no longer looking down because now you have a positive outlook. And I've seen it where at the top of the year, my credit score was trash. I've seen it at the top of the year where I had nothing, but through surrendering and through trusting and through believing and through asking God and telling him, and saying, but I sat down with a plan. I just didn't pray. A lot of people pray. A lot of people, I pray you get a job too. Oh, you got a job yesterday? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. See, he's a prayer answering God. He's a prayer answering God. We just got to trust in him. We just got to believe him. You know what I mean? So I've truly learned what faith is. Faith is that warrior that sees everybody coming against him, everything coming against you, and you say, I'm charging no matter what, because I know God got me. And as soon as you get ready to take your sword and you're getting ready to chop the person, guess what happens? God pushes them out of the way. And he's like, here, this is where I want you to go. This is where I want you to do. You know what I mean? It is crazy. I've seen it. I've seen it. And, and sometimes you want to tell people all the crap you're going through. No. Everybody don't want to hear your story. In this country, people just want to hear about your come up. It ain't about the get down. It's how you come up. Thanks to everybody for coming on. Can y'all hit the like button? Thank y'all for coming on. I truly appreciate you. Hit the like button. Let's shoot this algorithm up so it can send it out to more people off on the way to work. But I wanted to encourage you and tell you it's not what it looks like. There was a time when, 2 master's degrees, I thought I wouldn't be able to get a job. Man, I'm a teacher. I'm teaching. What's up, Beats in Bed? How you doing? And then you're teaching, you know what I mean? But it's about believing in yourself. And people can talk to you and come and prophesy, but just because they say it to you don't mean it's going to happen immediately. You got to put the plan to work. You got to trust and believe. But what you got to do is you got to dedicate it and say, God, I need you to do this for me. And you have to be confident about it. And you have to trust that every day it's going to happen. But and it's not a but I'm going to tell you this. And then when he does bless you, for much is given, much is required. So for the things that he's given me, for the things that when I was a pastor, I was afraid to get on social media, afraid to get on social media and talk. And now that he's given me some things, that he's put some things in my possession, that he put me in a different place, I owe it to him to go out and talk to people and tell people about the goodness that he's done for me and tell them about the great things that he's done. People will take a look at my studio and they'll be like, oh man, you got all that stuff, but y'all don't know. There was a time I didn't have nothing. I didn't have a laptop earlier this year. I didn't have a laptop. I didn't have nothing this year. And I said to God, I said, I want to be able to make videos. And when I make videos, I want to be able to edit. I didn't have nothing. This was in February. In February, I would sit there, make a video, and have to wait till I got home to try to edit it. And I said, you know what, God? So I got up on the board, and because I have in my office, I have a whiteboard. So I got on the whiteboard, right? And I sat there, and I said, I wrote everything I could do to make money. I could go on Medium, and I know that's going to take a while. I said I could do classes and stuff like that. So I wrote all these things down that I could do. And after that, I prayed on it. And then after I prayed on it, I trusted, and I said, God, you're going to give this to me. You're going to bless me. You're going to bless me. And then guess what happened? Not less than 3 months later, February, March, April, May, into April, May. I had a camera that I put on loan. So I had to take it to the pawn shop. I had a camera that I put on loan. You know, I didn't have the money. I had to get the money up. I had a camera that I had to put on loan. There was my Sony A7 III. I had to that. Guess what happened? I walk in the store and say, sir, can you keep a lookout on laptops for me? He said, yeah, I just got this laptop. It was an M1 2020, a 2020 M1. And I sat there, I said, sir, I don't have the money to pay for that. You know, I just got my camera back. He said, we got this plan. He said, next thing you know, he said, why don't you go home, fill it out, give me a call back. So I went home, fill out the application. I got approved. Next thing you know, I got a Mac M1. And I used to go to Best Buy in the area and just stare at the iPad. And I was like, you know what, I want that. And this ain't about material possessions. This is about, let's look at the deeper part of this. I'm talking about faith. I'm talking about believing. I'm talking about trusting. It's not about the possession. It's about the intent behind it and the heart behind it. So what I did was I went in and I would go to Best Buy and just look. I was like, man, I just want a computer so bad. But I just trusted in God. In April of that same year, this company came to me and they were like, we want you to teach. I'm like, all right, cool. So things didn't pop off till later in the summer. But then guess what happened? When I went into that pawn shop, I went home after talking to the guy. After I went home, I got approved. Guess when I got approved? 5 minutes before that place was closed. 5 minutes before the pawn shop was closed. 5 minutes before the pawn shop was closed. Guess what happened? And I got him at, say like if it closed at 6 o'clock, I got him at 5:59. And I said, sir, I got approved for the laptop. Please don't sell it. He said, I was just about to sell it. It's yours. He said, I just looked in the system. It's yours. Gave it to me. You know what I mean? That's favor. Because he knew one day I was going to do this. I was going to come talk about this. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to hold it back. I was going to talk about the good things that he's done for me. The goodness that he's done for me. Do y'all know over the summer is kind of one of the heaviest periods for me. There's a lot going on. This year, my daughter was in the hospital. My car went up. Never buy a car from Drive Time. They're the worst piece of crap ever. Oh, come on. No signal. So, you know, I bought this car. I hadn't even had it a year before the transmission went up. Transmission went up on it. So I'm sitting there working through everything. But guess what? We had and I'm going to tell you how good God is. And we think the things that happen to us. What's up? What's it? I'm sorry, the lights. And New Kim. What's up, New Kim? What's up, D Rich? So let me tell you what happened. So early this year, the same time of the Super Bowl, what happened was my house caught on fire. My house caught on fire the same day as the Super Bowl. And it was crazy how it happened. Let me tell you how it happened. I was making fried chicken. I had the big pot, and there's no way oil or a fire should happen with that big pot. I just made my first batch, came back, dumped more oil in, washed it out. I washed the pot out, put more oil in it, went to sit down. My daughter comes down and she says, she said, Daddy, fire. And I'm looking at her like, no fire in here. She turned around and looked. I turned around and looked. The pot, woof, fires everywhere. Then it kicked in. Something said, oh, put a towel over it. So I put a towel over it, but I forgot the towel had to be wet. So I put a towel over it, flames went down. I was like, oh, it's done. So then I went and I took the towel off, woof, it just came up. My dog's going off, the alarm's going off. Everything's going off. My daughter's panicking. I was like, "Give me a towel, give me a towel, give me a towel." The flames are so bad, man. Flames are everywhere. So I took it and I said, "I don't have no mittens right now." So I took that hot pot and I picked it up and I put it on top of the stove, on top of the kitchen sink. So after putting it on the kitchen sink, man, I was like, I got to get this flame down. I start thinking, I said, "Y'all get out of here, get out of here." I was telling them to like go. They was like, oh, they went, my wife and my kids went to the next door neighbor's house. Then, I took the, I said, I gotta get, let me tell y'all how a music producer thinks. Let me tell you how a music producer thinks. It's like my house is on fire. My family's out. They're safe. And now I'm like, I got to save the stuff. I said, the dogs and the dogs, my wife and kids, they're out of the house. I picked it up and it was so hot that I threw it on the floor. It put a burn spot on the floor. But I was like, I got to stop this somehow, some way. So I threw more towels on top of it. After I threw more towels on top of it, because I'm like, man, my music equipment is in the basement. I don't have no insurance on the music equipment. I got insurance on the house, but not the music equipment. I'm like, I got to save this stuff downstairs. So I went, right? I picked that thing up. Now, bear in mind, my hands are getting burnt at the time. I said, if I pick this bucket up, this pot, and carry it outside, that'll be the end of it. I picked that thing up. I ran outside. And then as soon as I got it outside, the flames went away. I was like, yo, I did it. My wife was like, oh, you saved us. You saved us. You saved us. I was like, whew, I saved my house. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes you don't have a support system. And when you ain't got no support system, your thought is, I got to save what I got, because where else am I going to go? You know what I mean? But I'm going to tell you, the insurance company took us through some crap, but doggone it, it fixed everything. You know what I mean? We got everything fixed. It was hard, but we got everything fixed. But let me tell you where God shows up in. Remember, I just told you, I kept saying to you, I was saying, I'm thankful and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities on a continuous basis. And then I will add God into it. I'm thankful and grateful now that resources from God come to me. Oh, my goodness. I hate when it does this. Do you know I was able to fix my credit? With the house burning down? I was able to fix my credit with the house burning down. I'm not burning down, but with the kitchen in flames. So we think some of these incidents, are here to hurt us or harm us. And sometimes it's just God. God, he worked it out. He worked it out. So now the other part of it is, how do you maintain it? How do you be faithful with it? You know, y'all know my story. At the top of the year, I had 4,000 views. It said I had 4,000 watch hours. I was like, oh, I'm about to get monetized. Guess what they said? They said, oh, those are shorts views. Those are shorts views and live views, so you're not monetized. I call up my guy, Khalif. I'm like, I'm done. I've invested too much into this for this to turn out like this. Too much. I've invested too much. So he was like, man, don't give up. I see you in 3 months or 6 months. I see it about to happen. That's why I promote him so much. You know what I'm saying? And he's giving me some ideas to do things. That's why I get on there. I'll be like, yo, do this, do that, do this, you know? And he was like, I'm telling you, don't give up, man. You work too hard. In 3 to 6 months, you're going to get monetized. And I was just like, I ain't trying to do it. Next thing I know, what's up, blatantly? So then that's when, at first I was like, all right, with this, I ain't doing this. I'm done. Then next thing you know, I kicked everything in the gear and I said, it's time. And I was going to do that. So I kind of did some videos, but I put it on pause. Do y'all know I stopped everything at the end of May, early June? I wasn't doing nothing. I was done. We talking monetization. I was done. I was done with this in June. But then I prayed to God again. I wanted that MPCX so bad. I wanted a new camera. I was just praying. And with that X, they made do that credit thing. I was like, come on. I was like, I can't do this. Next thing you know, end of June, I got my credit up. My credit score started looking better. I said, I ain't doing this. So let me try it. It worked. When it worked, I got the X. After I got the X, I got the camera. See what I'm saying? I trusted. And I was like, God, you did this. But you know what I kept hearing? You know what I kept hearing? For much is given, much is required. 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 When you got a mission and a purpose, when you got something that you really got to do, when you got something that you know in your heart that you have to do, for much is given, much is required. You know what that meant? Oh, you got to use the MPC. You got to use what you got. I'm telling y'all, use what you got. Don't look at these other people and these videos out here and think you got to go out and get it. No, use your skill, what you got. Let people see what you got. God bless you with what you got. Use it. Use it. Make videos with it. Beats in Bed, he gave you that MPC Key 61. Blatantly, he gave you that MPCX and all them other gadgets you got up in that house. You said, I live streamed yesterday, was testing, but I'm sorry, the car shaking, but turned into an hour of me messing around trying to make a beat. LOL. That's another thing too. Get more dedicated. Like I got to get better. I got to learn the X better so that I can flow. But I'm gonna let people see me go through that process of learning the X. Y'all, the update came out today. We got an update today, 3.4. There's a 3.4 beta. There was an update that came out today. It was sent to my email, but I just turned on the device today and saw the update. You know what I mean? So there is an update out today for the MPC. So, but I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to go out there and I want you to do it and use what you have. You don't need what everybody else has. These companies are preying on us. They're preying on us. You know what I mean? So what you got to do is use what you have to make it. You know how they used to, the song say, you got to use what you got to get what you want. So I know that was for women, but anyway, I'm just saying, he said facts. He said was just about to get the P6, but it's back order. Yo, that's a sign, man. You don't need the you don't need it. You don't need it. Oh, you want to see a dope workflow of the Ableton move? You got to check out Low Heat's video. The dude from the UK, you got to check, or Australia. He got the accent. Him making a beat with the move, phenomenal. You know what I mean? But I'm not telling you to buy the gear. I'm just saying that what you need to focus on what you got. You are running a television show. You are a TV producer. You are a TV producer. You are a video editor. You are a script writer, and you have to be careful. Yo, you said it was fire? Yes, wasn't it? Wasn't it? It's the best beat I've seen anybody make. You know? So what I'm trying to say is believe in your skills and your assets you have and just go full steam. Go full steam. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise or try to tell you that you're not who you know you are. I got purpose. I got power. I'm doing what God told me to do. He said, you go out there and you talk about me. You go out there and you tell people who I am. Give people stories of how it's real. He did it for me. He did it for me. But I'm going to tell you this. You said the morning motivation, I need it. Thanks again. No problem, man. Go out there and do you. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Don't listen to the naysayers. They are your strength. You need a negative cheering section. Ain't nothing like people talking about the other team and then the running back goes and crashes through everybody. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's my mentality. I'm the black Goldberg. I'm the black what's my man? Dang. What's my man? He rolls through everybody. Everybody say he's strong as crap. Always fighting Roman Reigns. He did MMA for a while. Come on. The beast. Brock Lesnar. There we go. Brock Lesnar. What's my producer name? He said, Beats, you still go by lo-fi? What's your producer name? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, thank y'all. No problem, man. No problem, man. Go with it. Go do it. Go run with it, man. You got this. You got this. I want to encourage you all. And don't be surprised, because I'm telling you this. You got to put in a lot of work to be a music producing content creator. So you got to give them more than just music. You got to give them life. Because for every 1,000, you get $2 to $3. It may be a little more. For the finance niche, you get a little more. He said, my team is still making beats, though. You can find them at Buy Lo-Fi. Yo, I got to check out all your stuff, man. I got to see what you got going on. Yep. But everybody, I really just wanted to encourage you this morning. He said, Bet, wanted to make sure I call my brother. But yeah, definitely. Everybody, please be encouraged. Please. Oh, I said once again, look at all the skills. I'm also a barber too. I've been cutting my hair since I've been 14. And at the beginning, I said one of the thank you, I appreciate it. One of the biggest things I used to get picked at because I would have all these patches, and they'd be like, "Who cut your hair?" I'd be like, "My cousin." It's like, tell that dude to keep his hands out your head. Until I got good. But everybody, thank y'all for coming on. We got 8 people on, 7 people. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. And I thank y'all. And y'all have a great day. Y'all have a great day. And y'all be blessed. You might see me do a live later, everybody. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.